How do you win over a woman born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, or 28th? Gentlemen, let me save you some time. Texting her, "Good morning, beautiful," is sweet, but it's not going to win over a number one woman. She may already have 11 identical good mornings sitting in her phone, all apparently sent by men attending the same online seminar. But the man who says, "I'll take care of it," and then actually does, she remembers him, because a number one woman doesn't believe promises. She believes completed tasks. Her love language isn't flowers. Her love language is, it's handled. You don't have to think about it anymore. To her, that's basically erotic literature. Picture this. She's been driving around for 3 months with some mysterious warning light glowing on her dashboard. Every man who gets into the car asks, "What's that light?" She says, "No idea." And every one of them responds, "You should probably get that checked." Thank you, gentlemen. Excellent contribution. Then one man schedules the appointment, takes care of the logistics, and hands her the keys when it's done. That's when the number one woman finally looks at him differently. Not because she couldn't have handled it herself. Absolutely could. She was just busy managing the other 47 emergencies currently facing civilization. A number one woman is basically a CEO who accidentally ended up on a date. You're sitting across from her explaining how dependable you are. She's listening, nodding, smiling. Meanwhile, your probationary period has already started. References are being checked. Performance is being monitored. No, you will not be informed of the final decision until it has already been made. Because men love saying, "I'll always be there for you." Then she asks for help moving a couch, and suddenly his entire medical history becomes relevant. His back, his schedule, his childhood trauma, Mercury retrograde. Apparently Thursday has also been emotionally complicated. A number one woman doesn't need Superman. She needs a grown man who says he'll call the mechanic at 10, and somehow, against all known laws of modern dating, actually calls at 10. She isn't asking you to rebuild the house with your bare hands. She's watching something much simpler. Notice the problem. Did you offer a solution? Did you do what you said you would do? Or did you schedule a 45-minute meeting to explain why the task has been moved to next quarter? Because she already knows how to solve problems. That's why she isn't impressed by a man who arrives promising to rescue her from life. She isn't drowning. She probably built the boat, registered it, insured it, and created a shared calendar for maintenance. She just doesn't want a man who climbs aboard, sits in the only comfortable seat, and asks, "So, what's the plan?" She wants a partner who can take the other oar, without needing a tutorial. Here's the good news. The gesture doesn't have to be expensive. Please don't buy her new tires on the second date. That isn't romance. That's how you end up on a background check. Sometimes it's enough to say, "I'll call the repair guy tomorrow at 10. And then, tomorrow at 10, actually call him. To most people, that sounds like basic adult behavior. To a number one woman, it's like witnessing a rare celestial event. Because she's used to meeting men who promise to build her a castle, but somehow needs 6 business days to confirm the delivery window for a couch. And this is where most men misunderstand her. They think she wants someone stronger than she is. Not exactly. She wants someone whose presence doesn't create another problem. She has to manage. She doesn't need another employee, another dependent, another exciting new project with no budget and no launch date. She wants a partner, someone who sees the weight she's carrying and quietly picks up part of it. That's what gets her attention. Not the man who talks the most about being strong. The man around whom she doesn't have to be strong every minute. Not because he took control away from her, because he proved that responsibility can safely rest on his shoulders too. So the secret is simple. Less, I'd do anything for you. More, I already handled it. Less presentation, more execution. Because a number one woman doesn't fall in love with the pitch deck. She falls in love when the prototype actually works.